Hello everybody, I'm Kirsten Hunter. I'm a clinical psychologist with 20 years experience, and I'm here to talk about different clinical areas that can benefit everybody when we can access that. So today we're talking about parenting and parent guilt. So here's the thing. I personally think one of the strongest emotions that there is out there is parental guilt. That fear of, am I being a good enough parent? And that, we love our children so much, and we have such an incredible sense of, urgency to make sure that we're doing a great job as parents, but we also are human and we make mistakes and we don't have good days and we can be cranky and we can be irritable. And, we can look back and think, oh, I'm not really happy with how I approached that. So I guess what's really important is to understand what good enough parenting means. A lot of people approach parenting and think you have to be this optimal parent all the time, that you always need to be in tune to your child, that you have to get everything right all the time, that you look back at the end of the day and you've got no regrets with your parenting. But here's the thing. If you are an ideal parent, while it sounds great and your child will appreciate it, what it means is you actually set them up for a world that doesn't exist. Because the world is not always that responsive and ideal at all. We're surrounded by other people and their limitations, and we don't always get things the way we want them to. And the world is often not fair, and there's a lot of human fallibility around us. So good enough parenting is when you obviously don't abuse your child and you don't neglect your child, but you make mistakes. You're human. You have some variability in how consistent you are and your mood. And so that's good enough parenting. Now, what we know is good enough parenting is actually the best parenting style, because the child becomes more resilient to cope with the real world. What is happening at home is a bit of a realistic representation of the outside world. And they're far more able to adapt to the outside world because it isn't such a huge leap from their home experience. So instead of thinking we need to be ideal parents, we need to think we need to be good enough parents. Loving our child, absolutely being invested and engaged and supporting them, absolutely not stepping over the line and abusing them, absolutely. But we don't need to be perfect. We can be fallible humans because the world is full of fallible humans. And that's why good enough parenting has been found to be the most adaptive and I guess optimal parenting, isn't it? There you go. So good enough parenting, guys. Just relax a bit, put the parental guilt aside, and just be proud of yourself. You're doing okay. So there you go. One of the many areas that I'm covering in a series of books coming up in called Signpost for Living with Dr. Kirsten Hunter. They're coming out in November 2021, and there's 6 books, and they cover the expanse of the clinical areas. So they cover over 200 areas. There you go. Finally, getting it out. It's great. So everyone can access this information. If you want to catch me, my website is kirstenhunterauthor.com. Same with my Facebook, and Instagram is Kirsten Hunter Author. Twitter, Kirsten Hunter AU. Here we are on Psych in Your Car, and we've got the podcast Signpost for Living with Dr. Kirsten Hunter. So it's lovely to have you along, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.